first, let's take a look at the code behind the scenes to observe what happens when a logged-in member logs out. Once the currently logged-in member has clicked the Logout User 23 action link, we'll want to verify that some member has been present throughout this session so far, plus that such a member is still logged in. If, indeed, that is the case, then, naturally, we'll want them logged out. It seems that, indeed, user 23 is still logged in. Therefore, we'll run the same function that we used to log this user in, namely dbTable members will log in or out in order to, this time, log them out. As we enter the dbTable members will log in or out function, we'll notice some interesting values assigned to variables and function-related parameters listed on the local variable window, among which we can find one that is called should_in. The value assigned to it is false, meaning the function's caller would like the member whose ID is specified in the parameter of user ID, namely user23, to be logged out. Other variables would be dt, date, and dt, time, specifying a date and timestamp, meaning today's date, namely December 5th of 2014, and the current server system time, namely 12:44 p.m., to be set to the logout date and logout time table fields in the members database table, respectively, along with other logged out status-related data. Now, since the parameter of should_in is set to false, we can safely assume that the current member is a valid one. Having verified, again, that the should_in parameter has a value of false, the application will take the alternative path and make all necessary settings designed to indicate that the currently logged-in member should now become logged out. For example, the is_in table field will be set to 0, and the logout time table field will be set to 12:44 p.m. Since the function has returned true to indicate to the function's caller that the logout process has performed properly via the is logged out local variable, then the last thing remaining for us to do would be to go back to the originating page, or base page, that, according to our developer glimpse, would be ~custom01 products.aspx. Back to user mode, where we're now on the base page, namely ~custom01 products.aspx. We'll notice that some of the elements here on the page top have returned to their logged out states. On the upper left corner, the label shows current server system time. On the upper right corner, the top two links have changed as well. The first one has turned back into register key, and the second one has turned back into login custom. Scrolling downwards will bring us to the shopping cart listing, where we'll notice some other indicators to the fact that no member is logged in at the moment. One of the page bottom lines reads, available, credit line, funds, n/a. The blue-colored line underneath it reads, funds not available. So, right now, we're at a point where user 23 has logged out, as they did not have enough funds on their virtual credit line to cover for the amount due.